Welcome back everybody, bringing guys a new YouTube video today, bringing guys another Palworld video. So in today's video I'm going to show you guys pretty much my main base setup here, the ultimate main base, and probably a few locations that I use to really farm up my base. So as always, I have a main base here, so we have a lot of stone and a lot of wood. So basically you get this at the beginning of the game, you get some high level minings. And what I'm using for those is I'm not using the dragons or the German tide because they're a bit buggy and they just get in the way. So I found out how to work a way around that, and I decided to use this guy right here. He's level 3 kindling, and I'm also going to have Blaze Howl for level 3 kindling and level 2 lumbering, but it's not like it's not like a high high tier thing to use inside of Palworld, but it's something I can be using right now because it actually helps. And I have lumbering level 2 handwork for the Mazanda Lux, and level 3 transporting. I try to run with the basics. The dig toys are actually really good at getting stone. He mines the stone pretty freaking quick, and it's actually ridiculous. And I use the bee guard and the cow, the chicken, and the lamb balls for doing the cakes. It's like wool and milk and eggs and stuff like that and other things. I have Zerobi for level 3 watering. She's pretty decent. I try to stay away from the giant owls because German Ingus just got in the way so much. They always just got in the way and stuff like that. So I would use a Anubis to do some high level mining, which we have mining is level 3. So we can get ahead. I'm actually going to put those. I'm actually going to put more of those over here so they can have some high level mining. Then I stack up a couple days of this, and I have literally thousands of stone and thousands of wood, which is actually pretty insane. Then I have the crusher and the mill next to each other crafted right here. Then I have improved furnace and electric furnace side by side each other to make it more cleaner and have a lot of room over here, nice and organized. This is where I breed my pals, so the main breeding will happen right here. Up here, if you go up here, this is where this is where you can monitor your pals, see how fast they work and at the speed of what they work at. Pretty cool. And I actually have the upgrade station over here, which is a pal, so you can combine pals to make them very much stronger. So you select a main pal, then you select the other of the same pal for so many numbers, and it's going to upgrade at that specific pal. Over here, this is where I do the wheat and I do the berries farm, which I have like thousands cooking over there, which is actually pretty good. Then I usually use 500 baked berries here, so I try not to get sick while trying to eat regular berries, but I usually put it over here so I can just go ahead and grab it and eat it. And over here I have a large halberd here. I got 2 of them just to complete the PAL box challenge. Then over here I have a giant storage container which I can just store everything at. I will have multiple here. I just want one for now. Then over here is just where like a nice little cover where they can just sleep out, which is like a nice little sleeping space and has a roof and walls stuff like that. So it's not out in the open. I had it over there. I had it over there at some point and just didn't like it. It was just too much. And this is where I had the ranch at, which like I said it earlier, it's milk and eggs and wool and stuff like that, so which is pretty neat. Then I have my bed over here in this little corner over here. Then I put a high quality workbench, repair bench, and just a regular workbench just for go to bed, craft really easy, and everything's in one spot, really nice and neat. And I have the statue here. You can upgrade your capture power. You can upgrade Pacific Pals into your party, which is pretty awesome. So basically this is my main base right now. My ultimate main base this is where everything is actually located, where I go to build everything. So I have the weapon assembly line 2 right here, production assembly line 2, and I have spear assembly line 2. Use this to get more advanced spears in the game to catch higher owls. And this is for just other crafting materials like armor and ammo and arrows and weapons and stuff like that. Then basically go over here, it's basically the same thing, but there's going to be different weapons in this category, which is pretty cool. Then I got some food down here and 3 main crates over here around this food, so I can just have extra storage. And then there's a bunch of random workbenches I have over here with crates, and I have a lot of empty space over here. I'm still trying to figure out what to do in this little area, but as days goes on, I'm going to add a lot to this area, which is going to be really awesome. So as you enter the building, it's going to have stairs right here that leads up to, there's like a second floor here. I'm still working on this level here. Then there is another level up here. I'm actually working on this area over here, which I accidentally used a rocket launcher to destroy my base. That was pretty much what happened. So I had to rebuild my base, not really from the ground up, but I basically destroyed half my base. So I had to rebuild some of it to get it back together what it was originally at, which didn't mind me because this did not take long. So you guys have any ideas what I can just put up here, like all these open areas? I might just put more weapon assembly lines or production assembly. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it's just my main base right now. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys is where I mainly farm my resources. So my main farm right here, it used to be over here with ore, just ore, but if you actually go to this location right over here, it'll be right here on the map on the right side. So the reason why I picked this spot, this is like one of the best locations to farm pretty much coal and ore. So you're going to be getting the 2-in-1 resources. So instead of just getting that one resource, you're going to have 2 resources to farm up, which is coal and ore, which is really good. You need those for ingot and other farming resources, which is actually really good. And people say, you know, don't use Digtoise, use Nubis. I know, even though he's bugged, but it still gets the stuff done. I just don't like Nubis. It's really slow. I can breed or farm one, but I try to farm like probably like 20 to 30 by now, but I haven't got quite the good perks yet. So as you see here, I got almost like 1,300 ore right here saved up and almost 1,000 coal right here. Then we go over 1,000 ore right there. Pretty much come over here, pretty much farm it up. Like every like few hours I'm playing, and just keep farming it up, and it just stacks up and stacks up. Then it just you get thousands of resources. And coal is one of the main resources you can actually get from this location. Where you can find that at is you can find coal in this location right here, but farming location would be at this location right here, which is so convenient because you have access to 2 different resources, which is coal and ore, which are pretty much the main sources you actually need, which you can just stack up. It's pretty much infinite ore and coal, and it's a very good spot. And I'm gonna make sure not to build or whatever the resources are at, don't build in that specific location, because if you build where a coal or an ore was at place in that area, it's not going to spawn in, so make sure you don't build around it. So I just built on this little tiny hill foundations, and I put plantings here to get berries for my pals so they can eat, and I put a storage container so I can put all the berries in, maybe then put all the other stuff in, and I have a food thing, which is where all the food goes. This spot right here is just really good to getting 2 different resources, which is better than 1. As you see here, you can only have up to 3 pal boxes, which is one of them is your main base, so you're only going to have 2 extra spots to really farm. So this is a really good location. My other location would be at this volcano over here. This is where I get sulfur. They accidentally spawned at the wrong one here, so I'm gonna move over here. Okay, this is my main base. Okay, I don't have my heat outfit on, but we'll survive for a little bit here. This is where I farm a lot of sulfur. I got about, as you see here, I have about, there's 6k, it should be 7k. So we have over 7,000 sulfur just from farming up just a couple days of this, which is actually insane. And once you get to a certain level and actually get the sword, this sword can pretty much mine anything that's in its path, so there's no point of having a pickaxe or anything else because it's pointless. So this spot is pretty good. It's a line of sulfur would be right here, and basically you just farm it up and it's really good. You probably find other better locations around at this volcano area, but I like this spot because it's so convenient. And as you see here, I have over 7,000 sulfur, which is actually ridiculous. That is actually good. So you're gonna spend less time going back and forth, and you're gonna have thousands of that resource. So the best location to farm up quartz is going to be right at this location or right here. It's going to be in the snowy little mountain areas, and this is pretty much a good area. The only thing is you can only have so many POW boxes, so you can't really have multiple bases. You can, but you really have to maximize it. So I could do is since I have so much sulfur, I can just delete that base and just move the base over here and just farm up quartz just for days and just have tens of thousands of quartz and just farm it up. That's what basically you can do. You know, you can just keep going back and forth with these bases, just farm up thousands of resources. Then you can just have so much whatever specific resource that you want to farm, you can have thousands of it. It's crazy. And these farms are really good. We got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. We have about 8 piles of quartz, which is 10 right there. So this could be really good for farming. So you guys can go to this spot right here, and it's actually insane. So we got farming quartz right here. Then we have coal and ore at this location. Then we have sulfur over here at the volcano. Those are pretty much the top resources that you need inside of the game. All right, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please comment below. And if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know, and I will gladly to accept them, and I will take some recommendations. So if you guys really enjoy this, like the video and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification to never miss a video. And you guys already know how this outro goes. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining